Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video to show you how to change the LCD screen assembly on the LG G4. So to remove the back cover, what you will want to do is just grab the phone. There's a notch right down here in this bottom corner. You can stick your thumbnail in there and you can just carefully pry up and the back cover comes off just like that. So these are some of the tools that I'm going to be using today during this procedure. I'll include links in the video description of any tools that I'm going to be using or any parts that I'm going to be using in this repair today. So anything that I think might be helpful to you, I'll include links in the description below this video, so check them out there. So first of all, if you have any SIM cards or memory cards, you want to make sure to remove them out of here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use a Phillips screwdriver size 000. And so if you get a tool set that has a Phillips screwdriver, make sure that size 000 is in there. So we're going to go ahead and remove all these 10 screws all the way around the perimeter here. So once we have all these screws around all the way around, and don't worry, they're all the same size, so you won't have to worry about getting them mixed up. Then what I found, if I turn the phone this way, and right in here is a good place to get started to remove this back part. And what you can do is just lift up carefully there with your thumbnail or something. And then you can just carefully pry up and then just work your way around. And as you're coming up through here, this whole back part lifts off. So next what you'll want to do is use a plastic pry tool or something like that and just pry up carefully on this connector right here. And then we're going to want to pry up on this connector for the rear camera right here. Then we're going to want to pry up for this connector for the front camera right here. And then what we can do is I would recommend starting right here in this corner right here. And this, it has adhesive under it, this logic board does, so what you want to do is pry up carefully right in here, and you want to watch this connector right here as it comes loose for the rear camera, so it misses that. And it comes up kind of hard. You want to watch this connector here, and also this part right here. And then down here, it works good, it just kind of pops loose. Then the whole board comes out just like that. So to change the LCD screen, what we're going to do is we're going to replace the whole frame and everything. So be sure to get an LCD screen that has a frame already included. It makes it so much easier. You can, if you don't have one that has that, what you're going to need to do is take some heat and apply around the edges here. You're going to have to take this whole frame off, and it's a lot of work. So what I would recommend to do is just get one that has the frame already pre-assembled. They're usually not very much more expensive than the regular ones. And I'll include links in the video description where you can find these. And what we're going to do is we're going to swap some things over to the new frame. And so I'll point these out here. We're going to need to swap over the headphone jack. We're going to need to swap over the vibrator. We're going to need to swap over the rear camera, the earpiece speaker here, and the front camera. We'll probably want to swap over our sticker here as well. So let's begin. What I'm going to do, I just have this frame here. I don't have a separate frame right now, but for this tutorial to show you how to do this, what I'm going to do is simply remove parts out of this frame and put them back into this frame just to show you how to do it. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to grab this headphone jack. Now what you can do is just slide in and pick up. I'm using a tweezers for this. You can use something that you can fit in there if you want, and somehow to get it out of there. So you just grab it and twist it a little bit, and then what we're going to need to do, if your new frame doesn't have adhesive, you can get some really thin adhesive tape and you could put it in your new frame, and then you can set this headphone jack back right down in there and just press down. Now next we're going to do the vibrator. It has a slot right here on this side. I'll turn it this way and you can see if we just slide under here, then this adhesive lets loose and the vibrator comes out just like that. So now same thing, if your new frame doesn't have adhesive, you want to put a little adhesive in here, double-sided adhesive, and I'll include links in the video description where you can find that as well. And you just want to grab your vibrator and set it down in your new frame like this. Then for the front facing camera, we're going to need to just carefully kind of work your way around. You don't want to put too much tension on it, but you can pull a little bit. And at the same time, you can just kind of grab it and help it up out of there. It just has a little adhesive on it. Now mine, the adhesive came with it, the ring, so you just want to stick it back down where it doesn't interfere with the front camera. Then you want to grab this and set it over into your new frame. Set it down and push down. Then for the rear camera, what you can do is use something flat, like for this, since it's wide enough, I'm going to use this plastic pry tool. And you can get right under this connector right here, and you can slide under the rear camera, and then keep sliding until you get under this part right here as well. So then this whole part pops out. Now this, all the adhesive stayed in here as well. So you want to put adhesive back down if it doesn't have it. Then you want to just grab your rear camera, Set it right down in here, press down. Then for the earpiece speaker, what we're gonna do is just slide under this little connector right here, this gold connector. And then as that pops loose, you wanna keep sliding under the earpiece speaker here. And as it's coming loose, you can just kind of rock it, and this whole part comes out just like that. Now for mine, the adhesive stayed with it, so I don't have to worry about the adhesive. Just gonna go ahead and set it back down in here. Your new frame, wanna push down, set this little contact piece right here. It has 2 pegs in it, so it lines up right where it needs to be. Make sure that's pressed down. Now the last thing you may want to do, like I mentioned before, is you may want to swap your serial number over to your new frame. That way it stays with the phone. It's just stuck down with adhesive. You can just peel it up carefully and stick it back down in your new LCD frame. Then we're ready for more reassembly. Now to reinstall the logic board, there's a couple tricky spots to watch, and I'll kind of show you as we go here. This spot right here, where it hits up here, you have to get that underneath there. And then in this corner right here where it slides under here, we have to get that too. So what we're gonna do first of all is we're gonna just watch this front camera here. We're gonna slide it in like this. Watch the connector for the rear camera here. We need to tip it forward, get it to get past there. And then we need to get this little part right here underneath where it tucks under there. Then we can watch this corner right here and tuck that under there too. This one right in here. And then we should be able to set everything right down. I'll just double check this one here because sometimes it likes to pop up till you're all the way done, and make sure everything's pressed down. Then we can go ahead and reconnect this connector right here, and reconnect the front camera connector right here, then reconnect the rear camera connector right here as well. Next, just grab your back cover, set it down on here, make sure that it's pressed down all the way around and snapped in. Then go ahead and put all your screws all the way around back in. Next, grab your battery, line up these connectors with these connectors right here. Set it right down in there, push down. To reinstall the back cover, just grab your back cover, set it down on here. Start at the top and work your way down around. Make sure it snaps in all the way around and you're all set. Thanks for watching.